Hi guys and welcome back to Tommy's Starcraft. This is your host Tommy with another Starcraft Remastered replay for you guys. Once again we have a great engagement in between two pro players from the South Korean scene. This game has been played in the year 2012. So let me just start by introducing the players to you guys. As we have spawning here in the upper left in the white, it is BISU with his AK Maced. And his opponent is going to be spawning here in the lower right in the green. It's Lock aka SOULKEY. So two very strong players here, both of them in their prime in the year 2012. They're playing on Fighting Spirit here, so let's just see exactly what these two players have prepared for us. As Fighting Spirit is of course a 4 spawning location map, so fast expansion would once again be a possibility. And as I look at the minimap, I already see here BISU moving out here with his probe and places his pylon once again into a very strategic location here, as he's very likely going to block off this entrance. However, strangely enough, he decides here to move out with his probe very early on. We've seen in previous replays on this channel that actually the 2-minute mark is the timer when most pros do walk out with their scouting probes and drones and so on. But BISU really wants to make sure, I guess, where exactly SOULKEY, his opponent, is hiding. SOULKEY with another overlord here, building some more drones, and also pretty early spawning pool yet, so no fast expansion build up order here for SOULKEY. Goes straight into a spawning pool, so we might see an aggressive move out here by SOULKEY. The forge is already also being here placed by BISU, and once again BISU is sending another probe out here, so he really wishes to know where SOULKEY is. So perhaps you're going to see a cannon rush here as his probe finally makes it out into this position. And this location could of course be a cannon rush position here for BISU. However, SOULKEY also sending out here his drone out on the map just for exploring purposes. At the same time, he wishes of course to expand into this location. However, BISU doing a really nice job here, denying this expansion as much as possible. His probe has also retreated here home and built his expansion. So really nice job here once again by BISU, being as annoying as possible. Let's have a look at the main here from SOULKEY. The first Zerglings should pop out really soon and take care of this probe. Probe already taking so much damage here, so BISU needs to be careful. Finally, SOULKEY with a little bit of delay is ready to build that expansion as his probe is being chased away here. Let's have a look. The overlord makes it into this position. At the same time, the drone has scouted this position, so he knows exactly where BISU is hiding, as BISU, like I said, is preparing here his wall off, is preparing the defenses here for his expansion, as the first Zerglings are also out here on the map, 6 of them, but with 1 cannon here in the back. BISU should be fine. However, he needs to really block this choke point, as those Zerglings could just walk in here through, could walk off the ramp and perhaps damage some of the probes in the main. However, this is exactly why he's taking here 2 or even 3 probes here just to block this entrance. So really great timing here by BISU. The same can be said here by SOULKEY. Nice timing here with his Zerglings, as his overlords are also nicely being spreaded here on the map, just to give as much information as possible. Let's have a look at his main. Gas is being made of course just to upgrade those Zergling legs. And yeah, the expansion should be ready as quickly as possible. Let's just see exactly when SOULKEY decides to go for tier 2, or is he going for tier 2. This is exactly why BISU is bringing here his probe into this location, just to see exactly when that upgrade is happening, or if more units, more Zerglings perhaps are being pumped up here, as the Zerglings are nicely being parked here by SOULKEY. BISU leaving, of course, has to leave 3 probes into this location just to block the entrance. At the same time, he's going for his gas. His cybernetic score is also up, as most Protosses have really like to build their Stargate here just to chase those overlords. So the same will very likely happen here for BISU. With that, should be a Stargate. There is that Stargate. Of course, early on, a very good unit to have, that Corsair. And look at that, SOULKEY actually hiding here a little bit here. His tier 2, he didn't expand, he didn't upgrade it into the main, as he went for it into the expansion zone, so he's almost done. So let's just see what the follow-up is going to be. Is he going for some Mutalisk, perhaps for some Hydralisk with speed? Lurkers could be a possibility here for him, as his Zerglings are retreating, perhaps just to take care here of this probe. So no units being placed here. BISU really wants to know what the next building is going to be after that tier 2 is finishing. Is it going to be Mutas or Hydras? Sadly for him, his probe looks to be surrounded here. He's still making it out alive. No, finally SOULKEY takes it out, and he has here a Hydralisk then. So we might see a very early aggression here by SOULKEY. I think this is exactly why BISU is sending out a little bit of his zealots here. But no, his expansion is a little bit exposed. He only has one cannon, and he should be very careful here, as SOULKEY has also decided here to make his expansion into that 7 o'clock position. Nice job once again with those speed Zerglings here by SOULKEY, just parking them here into this position just to see when exactly an army removal is going to happen. However, BISU now with his first Corsair out is going to chase some overlords here, or very likely is he going to just see exactly what, explore with his Corsair here, just to see exactly what is going to come through his way, as the first Hydralisk are out. Speed for the Hydralisk is also being done, and look at that, he also upgrades the speed here for those overlords. Or is it the... no, it's the speed, so perhaps he's going to take all of his Hydralisks together with those overlords just to protect them against mass Corsairs. BISU of course making more and more Corsairs here as the first Corsair is out, but the Hydralisk really soon with that speed. It looks like SOULKEY is preparing a siege here against BISU. BISU knows this, so he has to build more and more cannons. One is already being made, the upgrades are also coming up, and BISU is very likely going into more and more cannons, as he knows that it is indeed going to be very likely a timing push here by SOULKEY. SOULKEY with that upgrade on those overlords, with that upgrade on those Hydras already knocking here at the door of the expansion here from BISU. So BISU in some serious trouble right now. His Zealot already taking so much damage, as he has to pull back those overlords, nicely being upgraded. So great move here by SOULKEY, upgrading the speed from the Hydras and the speed of the overlords, and already being very aggressive here. At the same time, he's also upgrading here the possibility here for those overlords to pick up units. So really nice job. It's very likely we're perhaps going to see a drop here, like we've seen from Jaden or for Cadenzy also doing this on this map. So this could be a very good location, given the fact that the Protoss has invested much minerals here into his cannon defense. But let's have a look at his main. There's just gateways here, very likely gateways being placed, and no cannons here into the main from BISU. So BISU might be in some serious trouble, as SOULKEY is just retreating here a little bit, but very likely is going to prepare here once again a onslaught here against BISU. So yeah, let's just see what the decision here from SOULKEY is going to be. He's upgrading here his lurkers. BISU feels very confident here in his expansion, even placing more and more cannons, and even more and more cannons, but his main is very exposed here. I think this is exactly the plan here from SOULKEY early on, defending here his overlords and preparing here a drop. He's almost done with that transporting ability for those overlords. So here we go, pretty soon he's going straight. We even have some lurkers now here, but he needs to be careful against those Corsairs. Finally, BISU does know with his experience what is coming towards his way. He's already sending those zealots up here just to defend this ledge. First overlord is being protected by the Hydras, and let's just see what he has. He has some lurkers here, as BISU is in a little bit of trouble now. There is no observer yet out for him. And yeah, the first lurkers here are preparing this siege here against BISU. BISU in some serious trouble. Finally he makes of course those two cannons in his main, but he's in serious trouble, as more and more units are being picked up here by SOULKEY and dropped into the main here from BISU. Is there an observatory? I don't see that observatory yet here for BISU, as more and more cannons are being placed, but he really needs that detection. Only those cannons will be able to detect these lurkers here. Or perhaps there is here an observatory. No, actually he sends out here his zealots in the front. More and more cannons are being placed here by BISU, as he's taking so much damage here. BISU now moving out just to intercept the reinforcements here for SOULKEY. So really nice job here by him. SOULKEY is supply locked, so many overlords have fallen here for him, but the real damage is being dealt here into the main from BISU, where BISU has to deal with lurkers, and I still don't see any observatory. Oh, there's that observatory. Really soon he's going to go for that much needed observer, as the cannons have fallen here as well. So BISU losing so many probes in here, but SOULKEY also not that very high on the number here for the drones here. He's only at 23, so he's pretty much an all in here for SOULKEY. Really nice job, and now BISU just has to our micro those probes out. So many damage probes here. Finally the observer makes it into this position. The zealots will take care of those lurkers, so somehow BISU survives here this great timing push here by SOULKEY, and SOULKEY is being pushed back, so really great job here by him. So much minerals have been invested here by him into those cannons, but in the end he holds and he can continue mining here with his 35 probes against only the 23 drones here by SOULKEY. Same time these Corsairs detect this expansion here, but SOULKEY once again with his great army here, perhaps is going to try once again another push into this location. Lurkers are being morphed, more and more hydros are being placed. I guess he's just going straight for this forge here just to cancel that upgrade here, but he has to protect those overloads as well. So what a crazy of all in here by SOULKEY. Pretty many more Protosses would have lost this game investing so much mineral into those cannons, but somehow BISU held. He also pushed back the reinforcements. Once again we're going in. This time SOULKEY goes for that one cannon and now pretty much wishes to cancel those upgrades here, as some lurkers are also going to get borrowed here. So once again another cannon into the main from BISU. Zealots are there with those observers, as there's even some high templars now, and high templars of course a great unit to have against the Zerg like we've seen in previous replays. So let's just see exactly if BISU is going to hold here, when he's going to push out. His economy looking great with that almost 40 probes here by him, and notice that SOULKEY is not making any more drones. He's just pretty much still on an all in here, but BISU already with those high templars should have an advantage here. Finally SOULKEY once again tries a drop here with some lurkers. I believe it is 2 lurkers there, but there is a cannon here. Overlord already taking damage here. He's going straight for that mineral line. Is he going to make it? And the 2 lurkers get borrowed here, so really nice job here by SOULKEY once again, dealing so much damage against the mineral line here, so denying so much mining time. So what a great move here by him. However, 2 observers already seen here. Let's have a look at the expansion. No action going on yet here, as more and more damage is being dealt, but look at that. BISU has to use his high templars here with that Psionic Storm just to kill those lurkers as fast as possible, and now even sends out some zealots here, but a little bit careful, as those zealots will fall. More and more zealots are being brought here by BISU, but he needs to be careful, as those lurkers are very great here against those zealots. Finally everything is being sent out here by BISU, or is he just going to poke here a little bit, just back and forward? More and more cannons are also being placed. SOULKEY is still looking very strong here. He's going in, but so many cannons here are being left by BISU. And yeah, let's BISU on hold position with those zealots. Let's have a look at this main. The lurker is still up, so BISU is not mining from this location. He's only mining from his expansion. Archon of course a very good unit against those Hydralisks, and even against those lurkers as well. Even some Dark Templars have joined the map, but there are overlords here. SOULKEY decides to attack. I don't know if this is a good decision, because there's so many cannons in here. Let's have a look. Perhaps he was busy out microing here BISU, but more and more drops are being prepared. However, BISU is ready for this. He even has those observers, and those zealots will take care. Even a shuttle is being placed here. 2 more cannons are finishing up here, and the siege is going on here for SOULKEY, but SOULKEY not that high on drones here, only 23, as BISU is able to recover, even placing some cannons in here. Some more and more units are being added here by BISU, as he's closing in at a 100 supply, even passing now the 100 supply against only the 54 here for SOULKEY. So what can SOULKEY do? He's of course going to morph more and more lurkers in here, as lurkers are really good against the zealots. But there is detection. Let's have a look. A Dark Templar is moving out, some zealots are being moved out, and BISU decides to go out and just chase those overlords away. Archon already in the front, a nice Psionic Storm, however not catching that many units here, and those Corsairs are trying to kill of course as many overlords as possible, and he just wishes to push here back SOULKEY. But look at that, with that drop, with his drop ship, he just dropped that Dark Templar here and dealing so much damage. Even 2 zealots are being placed now into this position. There's not that many defenses here for SOULKEY, and BISU just going to do as much damage as possible. At the same time he holds here the position of his expansion. This Dark Templar, let's see how many kills he has. 4 kills, so 4 drones have been killed. Mining has been denied here into this position, and yeah, really great job here by BISU, dealing no damage against his opponent, as he's slowly but steadily, I believe he's going to move out here with his large force here great to some extent this time, catching all of those high risk and all those overloads, even those lurkers. So yeah, that has to be the GG here. Really patient game here by BISU, and what an aggressive move here by SOULKey, almost catching here BISU off guard. Really nice game here by both players. Let's just check the stats a little bit. So let me just click once again left and right for you guys. So really nice game here by both players. What a great resistance here by BISU against the onslaught here from SOULKey. Once again, I'm going to click. Let's just see if you guys are interested. Interstats, really nice game here by them. So I hope once again you enjoyed this gameplay. I will be seeing you guys, of course, in the next replay. This is Tommy signing out.